Yeah, and this is going to be another two-part video. I'm sorry. And the one thing I have to say is that I consider myself very lucky to be in the position that I am in, making perhaps $30,000 a year, having a somewhat crappy insurance policy, which has I don't know, a $4,000 deductible. I'm sorry, $3,500 it is, before anything kicks in. Everything comes out of my pocket, and luckily, I am not a person who has faced any serious disease yet on a yearly basis. If you ever are in the position at 50 years old and you're facing this kind of a situation, being diagnosed with, I don't know, with cancer or some other serious condition where your care requires continuous care, and then you're going to be denied that care because of a pre-existing condition, you're going to find yourself shit out of luck pretty soon. Here in my county where I live, there are literally hundreds of people lined up every time the healthcare van comes around these counties, and these vans are staffed by medical volunteers, doctors and nurses, and they see children and adults, and most of those people are not indigent by any means. Actually, these are working people. They are the working poor. They're not on welfare. They are they're trying to make ends meet, and they simply can't do it. So in these situations, you end up with kids and teenagers and adults with, I can give you a few examples, with a tooth abscess or some other kind of abscess, which involves just a simple office visit to a doctor's office, but which is not paid for by their insurance, because they have to come up with the money first, you see, before they get seen. And so a simple incise and drain isn't done, and so the situation festers into a big, huge abscess, you might say, which turns out to be, in some cases, actually life-threatening. So guess what happens? These people do not seek care until it becomes so bad that they have to visit an emergency room. And guess how much that care costs you as a taxpayer? The situation in this country is deplorable. Even some third world countries actually have better care in such situations than we do here. The status quo is not acceptable, and the proposals on the table today totally have eliminated basically universal health care. It's a mediocre bill on the table at this point, which will cover only a fraction of those people with no insurance. And yes, it is going to cost money, and you are going to have to raise taxes on the very wealthy and on some corporations as well. And I'm willing to pay those taxes. Guess what? I'm willing to pay it. And I'm not a rich person, but I'm not a greedy motherfucker either.